Hello. So this webinar is, I keep calling it a webinar and it is not, but this video is about how the program works and how to get the most out of this program so you can get the best yield of results in the next 8 weeks. Because it's all well and good me saying I'm going to be your coach for 8 weeks, but if you don't really know what you're doing, then that's not very helpful. So the good stuff. You all have been given in your email a personalized calorie target for you to adhere to, a protein target, and a personalized habit. This personalized habit is going to be based on your form. This is why you giving me your form is really important. It's going to be what I see as a bird's eye view and where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck, where you're going to get the most results if you really focus on this one habit that you can do for me. And everyone's is going to be different. You all have this, similar habits of like getting your fruit and veg in, etc. But this one habit will be individualized to you. And you'll work through it. If you're struggling, you'll let me know. But the idea is that it could be something as simple as making sure that you eat before you go to bed because you know that you're really hungry. It could be making sure that you do have breakfast. It could be making sure that you have 2 portions of veg with every meal. I don't know. It'll depend on what your personal circumstances are, but the idea is that it's going to be personal to you, and that will be on the app, which I will go through later. Your training frequency is going to depend on your commitment. So you would have said what you're willing to do, and I do hope that you've done what you are practical at doing. I know that everyone is very, very eager, very excited, and a lot of people are like, I'm going to go 5 times a week, when I didn't even give you 5 days a week as an option, because who's got time for that? And also, if you're new, you need time to rest. So 3 to 4 days is going to be really optimal for building muscle and losing body fat. So it's really going to depend on your what you can commit to, and whether you want to do home or gym workouts. Everyone will have the same structure and habits. So like everyone will have the same step goal. Everyone will have the same water, sleep, protein servings, fruit and fiber, fruit, veg and fiber. So the step goal, like I will meet you in the middle. So everyone is going to have a range of between 10 and 12k. We'll dive into that when we go on to the next video about your targets. But I do understand that some people, if you've only done 3,000 steps and now you're suddenly doing 6, that's a huge improvement. That is huge, and we will take that as a win. That's where the group coaching and like the one-to-one coaching comes from. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say to you is, when we mentioned in the last video, is that it's you being, by the end of the program, you're consistent. So by the end of the program, if you are then at 10 to 12k by the end, then that is a huge win, considering if you were only doing 2 or 3 steps before. So that's how the habits will work. This is the main bit that I really need you to pay attention to. So if you're sort of fidgeting, you need a wee or you need a cup of tea, go now, pause it, go now, and then come back for this, because this is the good stuff. So accountability. So you will get results if you are accountable for your behaviors and your actions, and then I will be there to hold you accountable. Also, your peers, the people that you're being coached with, will help you as well. And the idea of accountability is, it's not to be like, oh, Rebecca didn't get her protein today. Wow, she hasn't had a protein done all week. Like, wow, she just must not want this. That's not what it's about, and I will not tolerate anything like that. Not that I think you guys would be mean to each other, but I won't tolerate it. The idea is that you're being accountable. You're saying, oh, you know what? I haven't got my protein in this week. Then you'll tag me in it and you'll say, what can I do, Bex? Or maybe someone will say, hey, I've bought this yogurt and this yogurt gets me in. The idea is that you can bounce back from each other. This is one of the fucking good things about group coaching, is you can bounce from each other, and also you've got me as a coach. To do the accountability, I'm going to give you a Google sheet. I'm going to give you a linked sheet, which will be in the document. And that's just more for you. It's more so that you can start to see trends. So for example, on a Saturday, you might find that actually your steps are only 3,000. Then you can start to find, all right, 3 weeks in, my steps are always 3,000 on the weekend. Or what can I do about this? Oh, okay, now I need to do this. It's more so that you can start to see trends. The best way that I want you to do your daily accountability is, I will post on the Facebook group. So there's going to be 2 groups. I should have probably mentioned this. There's going to be a WhatsApp group and there's going to be a Facebook group. The WhatsApp group is going to be things like your weekly inductions. So every day for, next starting Monday to Sunday, there'll be a video specifically on stuff that I haven't been able to cover, because I just think that if you cover too much, nothing really goes in. You'll have daily videos on extra information for the best week. You'll get daily tips, or maybe every other day, depends on how needy you guys are. I mean that in a loving way, but it depends on how much like one-to-one you guys will need. But you'll definitely get like weekly webinars of just like my tips and tricks. That will be all on the Facebook group. Then on the WhatsApp group, which you'll get a link in to join this document at the bottom of the document, is to keep each other motivated, to share struggles, share wins, and just be supported by each other. So, for example, in the past, you might say, "Oh, guys, look, I found this really cool protein yogurt from Aldi. It's like, or club card voucher, like club card offer is only £2 for this, or it's raining. Is it raining anywhere? Like, is anyone struggling with like getting their steps in? I don't know about you guys, but on was it Monday? It was so windy. I had 4,000 steps on because I was not going out in that wind. I went out to get a self-tan, right? I say self-tan, a tan. I guess I do tan bad. No one come at me. But anyway, it was literally like, I felt like I was going to blow away. It was really bad. So I was like, I am not doing my steps in. But then that's where the group chat will come in. Like, someone's like, I'm struggling as well. And like, that's where you're going to get, that is where the group aspect comes in, because then you're all working on the same goal. All of you want to lose body fat. Some more than others. Some have got different other goals, like marathon training. But majority of you, all of you, want to lose body fat. So help each other out on that side. And then if you need me, so if you need my support, so that's what I'm here for. There'll be two options that you can do. You can or three options. You can either put a post onto Facebook on the wall, it will be public for everyone to do, and then make sure you tag me in it, because if you don't tag me, I might not see it, although I probably will be looking at it daily. Or on your accountability, so say your accountability, I should have done one. I should have done like a little example. I don't know where my, hang on. Well, now you bloody can't see me, which is very upsetting, and I don't know how to get my little face back, so BRB. Okay, well, I'm very sorry, but I can't get it back. All I wanted to do is make a video on the Facebook group, but apparently, or not a video, sorry, like the accountability, but apparently that didn't work. I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling a bit weird because I'm talking and you can't see me, but I'm not doing it again because it was 6 minutes. So anyway, I will just talk and I'm going to hope that this is recorded. Anyway, so the daily accountability on the Facebook is going to be a daily post with some sort of like cute little gif, and it's going to have all of your targets on there. You're then just going to tell me whether you've done it or not, and whether your actions have aligned with your goals today. If you're struggling with something and you're like, actually, I could do with a little bit of help, this has been a recurring thing and I really do need that help, you would tag me in that post. Then I can have a look at it and we can come up with a solution together. The other way to get in contact with me is by being on the WhatsApp group and then tagging me in something. Then that way I will see it then. I will always reply within 24 hours. I do try to reply within 8. Anyone that's been following me on Instagram will know that I am a night nurse. I am a night veterinary nurse. I work either Mondays, I don't work Mondays. I work either Wednesdays or Thursdays and Fridays. So you do have to take into consideration, if I don't reply straight away, it's probably because I am sleeping. And if you get a reply at 3 a.m, it's probably because I'm wide awake on my lunch break. So that is how that's going to roll. So yes, where am I? So the Google Sheet is just mainly for you so that you can see some trends. You're going to get the best bang for your buck on the accountability on the Facebook post, and it's about holding you accountable to your own behaviors. As I said, this is about imperfect consistency. It's not about how to be perfect. If you're struggling, you tag me. Check-ins, so your individualized check-ins will be every 4 weeks via email. I will respond to them within 48 hours. Please remember that I will have over 20 of you to respond to, so give me some slack. And your weekly check-ins will be prompted every week on Facebook, every Sunday. So every Sunday I will give you a prompt. You'll get an email with your a weekly check-in thing. I won't necessarily. So the idea of these weekly check-ins is that I'm not necessarily going to look at them. They are simply for you. Each weekly check-in is going to have a slight, when I was saying in the first video about the structure and how to be consistent, each check-in might be slightly different. So that, one check-in might be about looking at your hunger. The other check-in might be having a little look at how your steps are doing. The idea is that each check-in will specifically look at that, and it will give you sort of like homework tasks to look at. So I really do recommend that you do the check-ins as well. Also, it's just a really nice way to just do some self-reflection on yourself and just how you're doing. And then it's a really good opportunity to say, you know what, actually I am struggling with this and I need some help. And then you would then message me or contact me on Facebook, and then I can help you in that way. So how to get the most out of the program? You need to reach out to me. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you're struggling, you need to reach out. Then we can figure out the cause of the barrier and find a solution. We'll give it a go for 2 to 3 days. So you might say, I can't hit my protein target. Okay, why don't we try having higher protein for breakfast. Okay, we're going to have this. Okay, we're going to try it. You come back to me and you say, that was really good, thank you so much. Or you say, I don't really like that breakfast. Oh, okay, let's try something else. The idea is that we try and error until we find something that works, but I won't know unless you tell me. So the other one is imperfect consistency. This program is about getting you consistent in the behaviors that we need you to do in order to achieve fat loss and keep it off. As I mentioned probably about 5 times now, I am not looking for perfection. I am looking for you to try, let me find a solution, you try it, and then we see what happens. 1% better every day, baby. And then that way, before you know it, at the end of this program, everything will become second nature to you, and then you can just rinse and repeat until you get to where you want to be. So I'm going to hold off this video now. I'm really much hoping that it has still recorded my voice, and hopefully on the next video you will see my lovely face.